Aztec 101 in the ring. Real quick, I got a question for everyone. Why the fuck is it that by now Roman Gonzalez is not a fucking pay per view star? Why? I mean, the man is undefeated. He's 45, 38 knockouts, 0 losses, 45 wins, 0 losses, no draws. He's exciting. He's knocking motherfuckers out. Why the fuck is he not a pay per view star? And with one thing I notice is the lack of attention that the lighter divisions are getting is not really from the casual fan base. It's as a whole. Even boxing fans, even so-called quote-unquote boxing fans don't really pay attention to that smaller division unless it's one fighter that they like. Roman Gonzalez, regardless of how much push he's going to get from HBO, there's even backlash for the amount of attention that's getting, even though that'll bring attention to people around him. Now, there was always Nonito Donaire and they had Guillermo Ringendow, and Guillermo Ringendow kind of became I guess the guy that spoiled the party. He's the guy that showed up and started boring everyone out. And when he left, he had a reputation. Um, personally, I don't think he's had the proper dance partner, but these guys, these two guys are talented guys that have a hard time. One can get any fight. Roman Gonzalez can get a fight. But for some reason, Guillermo Rigondeaux has a hard time. And even if they did get a fight, even if Guillermo Rigondeaux got a record-breaking, fucking pay-per-view opportunity and was able to have the largest purse he's ever earned, it still would not bear in comparison to the purses you would get at a welterweight division or middleweight division or even heavyweight division. You're not going to get that kind of purse, at strawweight. These fighters do not get that kind of exposure, and that is reflected in how much they get paid. So I don't know. In my opinion, I think that there's really nothing he can do if he's not going to be if he's not a pay-per-view star by now. He's not going to be one. I think HBO is going to try to push him, and hopefully it brings some attention to the division, but it's going to get rejected. There's too many other names in more popular divisions. There's Andre Ward, Kovalev, Gennady Golovkin, Canelo, Terrence Crawford. These guys are all fighting for attention, and in the end, having it doesn't matter how. I don't care if he goes 100-0. He's still gonna be co-main event. He's not main event. And if he is main event, he's not gonna break records, unless the fans catch up with, unless the fans change their mind. No one's gonna pay attention to that division unless they find a fighter that they like. But especially in America, since a lot of these fighters they don't come from America. They don't, so hard to relate to the fighters, so people aren't really gonna stick to one of these fighters unless you can understand them or something, so I mean, unless you get a strawweight champion from fucking Memphis or from the Midwest somewhere, maybe you might get some attention in the division, but other than that, it's not even going to happen. So, yeah. Final statement: Roman Gonzalez just won't become a pay-per-view champion or a pay-per-view star ever. He won't. He'll be a whisper in history. He'll be like El Finito, you know. He's not gonna be known. So what could change this? You know, what could bring more attention to the smaller divisions? What does that division need to do in order to become as exciting as, you know, what the welterweight division is now? Plus, the skills and technique that is shown in a lot of these lighter divisions are by far better than you could see in any light heavyweight, in any heavyweight fight. So if you're a fan of technique and you want to see sharp, crisp landing punches, fast pace action, you watch the lighter divisions. But why isn't that more popular, even though if that's what people are asking for? I don't know. This is Aztec 101 in the ring, and I'm out.